This is a carnewscafe.com podcast quick sip.
Hello, this is Aaron from carnewscafe.com, and this quick sip is about the 2014 Subaru Outback. The Subaru Outback is no longer a small wagon with the ability to go off the paved path. That role's been left to the little Impreza, which we reviewed earlier. Instead, today's Outback is a big, comfortable crossover that matches size with many of the popular crossovers already on the road, but it still brings that signature Subaru capability and quality that people have grown to love. Our review here specifically is of the 2014 Outback 3.6R Limited. Now that has a base price of $32,095. We tested it at $33,540. There are several trim levels for the 2014 Subaru Outback, with the base model offering beginning at just about $24,320 MSRP. Our model, of course, was the 6-cylinder version in the limited package, so it costs a little bit more. No matter what package you choose, though, the 2014 Outback offers everything you'll need in a combination family people mover and weekend companion that can go to parts only slightly known. The 4-cylinder engine option sacrifices some peppiness and a lot of towing capability in return for 30 miles per gallon on the highway, while the beefier 3.6-liter will drop to 25 miles per gallon, but add more cargo and towing options as well as a more muscular feeling on the road. Base model 2014 Outback standard equipment in either the 4 or 6-cylinder engine include 16-inch wheels, roof rack rails with fold-out crossbars, full power accessories, a 60/40 split folding rear seats, basic phone connectivity, a 4-speaker sound system with CD and iPod USB audio interface. The premium and limited packages add to that base of standard equipment by upgrading to 17-inch alloy wheels that are shown in the photos you're seeing right now, fog lights, heated mirrors, windshield wiper de-icer, leather-wrapped steering wheel, heated front seats, and a 6-speaker sound system with satellite radio. The limited package ups that to also include dual-zone climate controls, leather upholstery, wood trim, a 9-speaker Harman Kardon premium sound system with HD, and more. Other options can also include Subaru's great eyesight system for adaptive cruise control. We didn't test it here, but we did try it on the 2014 Forester. You can read that in a separate review. You can also find other options like navigation, appearance package with moonroof and styling details, and so forth. When the Subaru Outback was remodeled a few years ago, it jumped in size to become a beefier crossover than it had been previously. This came with some loss in maneuverability and peppiness, but the latter was regained with a 6-cylinder engine. It also returned far more interior space and ride comfort. The 2014 Subaru Outback is a natural road trip machine and family hauler. It's ergonomic in all the right places, comfortable on the road, and equally adept at hauling adults or children. Its massive amount of cargo space, about 34 cubic feet, is augmented by the roof rack and its many tie-down and other options. For those wondering about that roof, it's low enough to be easy enough to access for most people. Towing adds even more to the possibilities, giving it a good place for toys or some extra cargo. On the road, the 2014 Outback is calm, collected, and very comfortable. It doesn't have that get out pal, it's time to do something active appeal that the Forester and the Impreza have, but compared to them, it's a much more family-oriented town driver. Whether on the highway or in town, the Outback is comfortable and confident to drive, but with one exception. The steering may be a bit stiff for many drivers. It's not that sporty kind of stiff, it's just harder to turn. Subarus, however, are legendary for their snow, ice, and trail capabilities. The Outback is no exception to this, and the 2014 Subaru Outback Limited we drove was beyond capable in the Wyoming tundra. During a snowstorm, which lasted on and off for most of our test week, we managed to drive in icy conditions on snow-packed highways and in the hills on dirt trails that had not seen a snowplow since snowfall began. In all of these situations, the 2014 Outback gave no indication of being out of its element. The photos in the gallery you're seeing will attest to that, as we took it on our favorite trail just outside of town a couple of miles from our house. With plenty of ground clearance for the off-road it's capable of, the Outback was a breeze to take into the wild. A big part of that in the Outback 3.6R Limited is a 3.6-liter horizontally opposed 6-cylinder engine that the Outback offers, which gives 256 horsepower and 247 pound-feet of torque. That goes through a 5-speed automatic transmission. There is no manual available with the 6-cylinder engine. It gives great acceleration, jumping from 0 to 60 in less than 8 seconds, and the EPA fuel economy is 17.25 city highway, or about 20 miles per gallon combined. It's a very responsive engine, though it has an odd turbo lag quality that creates a little pause between pressing the accelerator and feeling the response. It provides excellent power output and a strong feeling of well-being, and it adds a 3,000-pound towing capacity to the Outback that many will probably find useful. As always, the HO engine design Subaru is famous for provides a quiet, idle, and smooth operation, but it delivers a wonderful exhaust note when it's pressed. There are very few competitors to the station wagon Outback. But the Outback is no longer really a station wagon. It's kind of grown out of that. It's now more of a crossover like the other crossovers in the segment. Probably the closest competitor is the Honda CR-V, perhaps the Mazda CX-5, and some others like that. None of those will match the Outback for its all off-road or all-weather capability. The 2014 Subaru Outback 3.6R Limited is a great choice for families who want an everyday people hauler that can double as their weekend getaway machine. No matter what type of weather you encounter or how much dirt lies between you and the lake or river you want to explore, the Outback will get you there. So for Car News Cafe, this has been Aaron with a podcast quick sip on the 2014 Subaru Outback. We'll talk to you again soon.